Hey guys, it's Jake and Mace with LearnFromJake.com here with David-Dorian Ross, whose links are all down below. We're talking about how to use Tai Chi in combat, in the fight, and you've got 3 moves for us today. If you could, you're going to show the audience how the moves are done in the form practice, and then one interpretation you have of how they're done in the fight.
So the 3 techniques are very generic and very basic. We have what we call the elbow technique and the yielding technique. Now actually these are techniques that show up in different moves. So you can say yielding, but I'm yielding using rollback, or I'm yielding using a transition out of crane spread swing, or something like that. And then the third one is brush, knee, and push, which is a specific movement, but it's also like the dominant movement in Yang style Tai Chi. So it's a good technique to play with a little bit.
So show us first how the 3 elbows are done.
Because this is coming from Chen style, and I just have to put in the disclaimer that I am not a Chen style expert, I'm a more Yang style expert. But you see in the Chen style form, we'll see a 1, 2, 3. So you get 3 different levels in this movement here.
You'll always see Chen grandmasters like Chen Xiaowang or Chen Bing throwing those 3 elbows.
He loves those.
The form, yeah.
He absolutely loves those.
And you're saying those 3 elbows can be done in a sequence in the fight.
Yes. So now one thing that I maybe demonstrate a little bit more is because of I'm trying to give you a sense of what the elbow looks like here. But the elbow is not thrown from the shoulder here. The elbow is not thrown by trying to get the elbow to, it's really like the elbow's in place, and I'm going to move my body into that. And the body moves through the hips and waist, right? So I get low, middle,
and then face.
High, right? So I don't have to like, do this. If I actually tried to hit you with my elbow by moving my shoulder out there, I'd probably dislocate my shoulder.
And you wouldn't have much power.
I wouldn't have any power.
So your spine and your legs and your rooting is giving you that power to the elbow.
Exactly.
So again, if I'm coming in for that move, no matter what hand comes in, you can kind of get that superior elbow position and get me low or middle or high. Right. And then you could probably finish me with your good stance. Yeah, exactly.
So that's the first one. Very effective. The elbow is used for close range. So if you're going to try to play with this one, or if you want to test it out a little bit, don't try to throw back here. Right?
It's when you already kind of got scuffled in and you're inside tight.
You're already in here. So this time my leg's actually in front of his, which is also another good position to be in. Right?
Nice. So, I almost bit my tongue off on that one. Maybe let's show that one once in full speed. Second fighting move is?
Second fighting, think of it not as a move so much as a principle.
I see.
Which is a principle of yielding. So in yielding, it sounds like you're giving up, but in fact what I'm doing is I'm letting you give me all the energy, and all I'm doing is changing the direction of it.
This might be good for like somebody getting attacked by a bully and the bully's like on them in their face.
Right. So if you were a bully and you were pushing me, right, just go ahead and push me. Like, okay, push me some more.
Take the push. Take the push somewhere else. Yeah, that's perfect.
So it talks about this in the Tai Chi classes.
And then they touched you first, you just yielded it.
I just yielded. Like why fight? Why fight against it?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, and then what next?
And the more that I give, the more that you give.
Right.
No doubt.
And so
I mean, and I like how right there, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you didn't even respond to me until I started actually putting some force into it.
Right.
And then the more force I gave, that's when you started you kind of activated once I was really going for it.
So I could feel your energy coming in, right? I capitalized on the feeling I was getting from him. But so like I can't move too fast because I don't feel anything yet. So I gotta wait for you. Okay, now I can feel it. Give me more.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that's your favorite one.
No, it is, because for somebody who's young and skinny, or older and not as strong, it doesn't matter your strength. You're using the opponent's strength against them.
Right. This can go in a number of different directions. Like I went rotationally this way.
Yeah.
You could actually also like let's see another push like right here. You're trying to push me. Like,
you can like yield it low. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to resist his force. I'm not even trying to block his force. I'm actually wanting him to give me more force. I'm just gonna like change the direction.
Making me kneel before you.
And I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But see, so the technique here is I didn't even have, I'm not pushing. This is the thing, I'm not trying to push him down.
Yeah.
I'm just getting heavy.
Yeah.
Right?
And I don't know if the audience can feel or see, but like when I'm on you, you're not doing anything yet. But once I start to push, that's when you're responding at the exact same rate that I'm responding.
Right.
That's cool.
So this is yielding, this is redirecting. Right?
Can we show those two interpretations of yielding in full speed?
Sure.
Okay. That one has to be good. Okay, that's awesome. That was a great one. No, I love that one. That was really good.
So the third movement is a classic from Yang style Tai Chi called brush knee and push. Or actually what this is called is skimming the knee in a twisted step. Skimming the knee and then winding up in a twisted step. Here.
Whenever you do this, you always have great stances, I must say.
Thank you for that.
You look like you're 20. I'm serious.
So you want me to talk about that for 10 seconds?
Yeah, how it relates to the fight, maybe.
How it relates to training.
I see.
So your footwork, your stance work, your stepping drills are the #1 thing you should be practicing. Forget about all the fancy stuff out here. There are plenty of days when I don't have time to do my whole form or to train very much, but I always do stepping drills.
Why? Why is that the most important?
That's the foundation. When you just made that comment that, you know, my stance looks really strong, or that you have felt how strong my stance is, it's like, I am not athletically gifted. I just practice a ton. And so that's why I have that at this age.
Maybe they're one of the same. Maybe being athetically gifted is practicing a ton.
I'll meditate on that one.
Okay, so this third move, strong stance, brush knee, push.
So brush knee and push. So there's a movement out here which we call the brush knee part, and then there is the push. But again, it's not the arm moving; it's the body moving, and this is the twisted step part. So I'm winding up over that far hip there.
It's not your arm giving the power; it's all this rotational leg and core energy.
Yes,
I see.
Leg and core that finishes, so this is almost thrusting your shoulder forward.
Huh. So really you're not even pushing, you're just rotating.
You're just rotating. In the final position, especially in Yang style, see how much I have a bend in my elbow here?
Yeah.
You should finish that bend.
Instead of
out here.
Because a good skillful fighter will use that overexertion against you.
I'm waiting for it. I'm praying for it. Like, go ahead, push me more. And then I take you down.
And we talked earlier about this move is done not probably from far away, but once you're kind of in the scuffle, you know, and you use it when you have that good range.
So the thing about brush knee and push is it's just like, it just happens so often. Like you just find yourself in this position.
Yeah.
So if you know, like you punch in or grab in. So here I am, and I've done my part to move in.
You moved in to jam up my punch.
Now whether I have my arm here or here, it doesn't matter. But look what I've got.
The push.
The push. So that's the push. I can just take it down over my leg.
And your strong leg position is basically a trip or a shelf I'm going to fall over.
That's right. So that's the reason for the bow step being such a primary foot position in Tai Chi. But I want to move in to a strong position, exerting leverage. I've got a fulcrum right here. And so here is this brush knee, like I'm in this position. I can trap you up. Part of this hand's job, I can take away the leverage of his other arm here, so now there's not a whole lot you can do with that.
And now if you push into me and rotate, I'm going over your leg and I'm going to the ground.
Right. So that's all it takes. And again, it's not pushing here, it's rotation there.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the twisted step part here.
And so one more time, you know, I'm coming in for that big haymaker. You kind of, we had a previous video, we talked about harmonizing with the opponent. You harmonize appropriately. You moved in on my attack. And now I feel like it's checkmate for you.
I just find myself in this position over and over and over again. Like I'm already here.
Yep.
And so Now, wait a minute, stay with me for a second. So we're in this position and you go, no wait dude, I don't want you to do that. So you're gonna try to punch me with it. So I get up here, right, and more action comes. Now I'm actually,
you still have me this way. Oh, that was a great transition.
Right, so it's a good technique. It's like a primary technique in Tai Chi and especially in Yang style, simply because if you practice this one, you find yourself in this kind of proximity, this kind of position over and over again, and it's just like automatic.
Well, can we show the brush knee and push in full speed, and then the move you just did where you went from brush knee and push to something else, let's have that be the first technique of our next video.
Sounds great to me, man.
Okay. Sounds great. The same thing from this angle? I love that one. Great finish too.
It's good.
Thank you so much for the tips today on how Tai Chi is used in a martial setting. Is this the end goal of Tai Chi? Is the highest level of skill who can fight the best using Tai Chi?
Well, again, it oftentimes depends on who you're talking to. If you're a martial artist and that's your goal in life, then that's your highest skill level. But from a traditional, going all the way back to the beginnings of Tai Chi, that's the lowest level.
I see.
That's the lowest level. But
that's like the first level.
That's like the first level. But it is the necessary level. So if I want to get to a level where I can control the energy flow, and most important, like people lose this whole thing, the most important goal of Tai Chi is to make the world a better place.
To use the skills you get in your Tai Chi practice to make your life and the life outside better.
The life around you better. And to do that, you have to be able to have certain kind of control, focus, intention. And so all this practice is like, if I didn't have control and focus attention, I'd be smeared.
I would hit you with that.
Jake would just kill me. Like, look how you're so big. Look at that, right? So I'm able to stay healthy, stay alive, be protected, but most importantly, to focus my energy. And that's the reason for it.
So when you do hit me, even though we're different weights, different sizes, your hit contains maximum efficiency of whatever you got.
Yes.
And then you can use the fighting skills to defend the chi you're developing.
Yes.
So you can continue to live that great life if you had to defend your life.
Yes. And I do it in a way that hopefully is not really damaging my opponent. That's not my goal. My goal, again, harmony. At the end of the fight, I want us to both go, all right, no need to go any further.
Or if somebody goes to attack you, you've now saved your family, you've neutralized the threat, you didn't have to disintegrate the threat.
Right. That always leads to another cycle of destruction.
I think we need to discuss more in the comments down below. This is a powerful lesson.
I'll come back and discuss in the comments. If you want to throw some questions my way, I'll come into your conversation. I love it.
So comment down below any comments you have related to Tai Chi as a fighting martial art, as an art of self-defense, and as an art of longevity and living a better life. And myself and David-Dorian Ross will discuss below. And if you guys want more from this guy, he's got tons of stuff out there. All his links to his site and his social media are all down below.
Awesome.
Thank you. Powerful lesson today. Thank you for that.